Hello, once again, dear viewers, and welcome back to another Moonflower Tarot reading. In today's reading, I'm going to be taking a look at a twin flame or divine counterpart or soulmate love connection. Here, I feel like some of you have been manifesting someone in your life, or if you've been curious, or if you believe in soulmate twin flame connections. Then if you came to the right place, and this message is for you. So we're going to be taking a look at that right now. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Any support you give to the channel is very welcome and appreciated. And if you are someone who's been returning from one of my previous videos, welcome back. Getting back into the swing of things again is very good to have you back here again. So we're going to be taking a look at this new love interest coming in, what their energy is, what this connection is going to, bring for you as far as healing, as far as clarity, and we're just going to kind of keep it open. And then we're going to be looking a little bit into either the nature or the future of this relationship or any aspects from your twin flame that want to come through. But mostly it's just a general message coming from your twin flame. If you're not already in union with them, this might not be for you. This is for people who are either looking for a twin flame connection or manifesting them. And even if you are in connection and just want to sit through this reading, I'm happy to have you here too. And at the end, I'm going to be pulling some other little, clarifiers to recognize your twin flame by just for a little bit of fun. And as always, if I get any music channeled in this message, I will leave it in the description below because that might help you energetically connect with this twin flame connection. I don't know if it's going to come in. Sometimes I do get music coming in, sometimes I don't, but we just got to tap into the energy to see what we are getting into. So let's take a look at this twin flame connection. Okay, so right off the bat, yeah, okay. Well, this is confirmation. This is definitely a very, very beautiful love connection coming in. And so I got a song, and I'm not going to link it below, but it basically is okay, I will name it. It's The Hero of Rhyme by Starbomb. And if you don't know what Starbomb is, it's basically kind of like a parody music. Would you call it a band? It's the Game Grumps. So that came in. Basically, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this. This connection is gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna bring a lot of joy because I was immediately taken to the Hero of Rhyme, and I'm like, okay, well, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this. So you might even like the same like old school video games. Like you might have the same interest. I'm hearing you like you'll have such a good rapport that you'll trash talk each other. That is very interesting. That is very beautiful energy. You are like two peas in a pod. So this is the twin flame energy that's coming in. And a few of you maybe know who this is or are energetically preparing for it, because I get the feeling that you are manifesting this. I was told directly, like before I pulled the cards, that this is something you're manifesting in. And this is very beautiful and definitely in alignment with you. Like this is a very soulful connection. This is definitely like, this is going to last through the ages. I just feel it because now I'm being taken to Link from Legend of Zelda. And that just feels like that. I'm taking the wolf Link from Twilight Princess. If any of y'all know who this is or what this is about, yeah. There was a version of Link, the one of the characters from Legend of Zelda, who is literally just the hero main character of Legend of Zelda. He was a Link. He was a Link. He was a wolf. Sorry, I'm getting flustered. Y'all are gonna have such a fun time together. I think I'm feeling your energy because I think you you vibe with this, like you really want this. So you're gonna get your wolf link from Legend of Zelda. Ooh, well, we're starting off spicy and brand new, and it doesn't surprise. Yeah, no, okay. So it doesn't surprise the magician showed up. I actually was thinking he was going to show up here. I don't know why. So there's something coming in the near future. This is beautiful connection. That's what I'm going to say to you. This is going to you're manifesting your twin flame. That's what I'm seeing for you. This is literally just confirming this is your twin flame or some sort of divine counterpart you are manifesting that is coming in and new and true to you. They're going to be dear to your heart. And you're going to have little inside jokes and memes that you share with each other. I definitely see that because that was the first thing that came up is just like this like beautiful energy and just this freaking fairy boy in a tunic and you're out there just enjoying life with each other. And I don't know the whole trash talking part, but you might be competitive when it comes to video games. You might be like, I wouldn't say hardcore gamers because I just got an image of two people playing Mario Kart on a big screen and I'm like, I'm all for that. That is quite beautiful. So you might enjoy the same, like I'm even seeing retro video games. You might connect over that. There's definitely that type of love and childlike innocence that's coming with this connection. And like this romantic connection is for you. I don't know if you, whether you or not you plan to get married or you want to get married, this is someone you can build bridges with. This is someone you can build a community with, a family with, like, because I am seeing the Four of Wands, like the castle in the background. Like you are building a castle very beautifully. And it feels like you had to tear castles down in the past. I need to confirm if this is the song for you because I just heard the song Brick by Boring Brick by Paramore, and that might have been a previous relationship. That might be an energy you had in a previous relationship. And if you tore a lot of those castles down and you had to overcome this idea of like even limerence of this fairy tale happy ending, because it's true that people who believe in twin flame connections who are still wounded have a tendency to have that limerence mindset. And if you don't know what limerence is, it's basically an activation in a romantic relationship of an attachment wound, so to speak. So if you have any attachment wounds or attachment styles that you haven't previously healed, those will pop up in romantic relationships, and it comes in the form of very much chasing, trauma bond, people pleasing. And if you're stuck in this mentality of just seeing like being in a fairy tale mindset of and making excuses for your partner, that's clearly not what this is. But if you had to come from that, I will link that song in the description, and I'm going to clarify it's like past energy. You might have come from a relationship where you thought my Prince Charming is going to save me. I'm going to get that happy ending, and it didn't come for you. And a lot of that had to do with what was within you. And if you are manifesting and you are I'm hearing you're master manifestors. If you've done the inner work, then you're no longer in this mindset of I need Prince Charming to save me. I would very much like someone in my life to add to it, to bring this sense of levity and light despite the shadows. And you've overcome that because you're building something beautiful with the magic and the world that you've created within. And congratulations, like those attachment wounds don't have power over you. And you're not making excuses for other people's behavior. And you're not going to need to make excuses with this person because it's like, this is the hero of time. Like he's going out there and saving Hyrule. That's who you're marrying, folks. I'm very happy for you, regardless of your gender. Whoever you want from that video game. For all I care, I mean, you might be going out with Princess Ruto. Who knows? You might be Princess Ruto. I don't think is in Twilight Princess, but I was going back to Ocarina of Time because that's the one I knew. So basically, yeah, you're going to be having that love of the ages because you overcame that almost even spiritual limerence, because that can be tricky too when you're working with twin flame energy, because that's how false flames get in, is you're so desperate for that person. You know they're out there. They're part of your soul contract. This person is part of your soul family and tribe. They're part of your soul contract. However, unless you release those wounds that keep you attached to people that resemble those, and I know I'm going to have to probably say trigger warning, but the people who had those toxic trauma bonded relationships in the past, you have to let go of those and let go of your ego and those wounds. And then you let in this beautiful person who is just like you, and you're not attached to them. That's the key. You're not attached to the idea of them, and you don't put them on a pedestal, and you don't make excuses for bad behavior. Because you set boundaries, and you set the intentions to be like, hey, I love you. You're the love of my life, but I'm going to have healthy and clear boundaries with you. And they respect that, because they're not going to say no to you. If you're true to yourself and you say, hey, you know, that thing you do, I don't like it, they're going to listen to you and honor and respect you. And that's what you have coming in. Congratulations. That is so beautiful. And it feels like you've done the inner work, because I'm going to link that song, and that's your past energy. Like, you are building a bridge and a castle after so much of the world tore it down, because you decided you wanted life to be beautiful. You decided you get to make your happy ending, and your life can be a fairy tale, but it can be sort of like a realistic, pragmatic sort of fairy tale, because you're not letting that magic die within you. And that's what's bringing this love in. So there's a lot of good news. And I want to actually tap into this twin flame energy, because it feels like this person is manifesting you too. They're going to build with you. They want to build something. Oh my goodness. You're a dream come true. Okay, so yeah, I got a song. You make my dreams come true. Well, that's a good one. I actually like that juxtaposition. Yeah, that is beautiful. Yeah, you are a dream come true to them. They're a dream come true to you. You worked long and hard. And in a sense, this kind of is mirroring you in this sort of energy. You're doing probably a lot more of the spiritual esoteric work. They could be too. But it feels like they're the more practical person. They're the more, I would say, I'm hearing responsible adult, but they still have that inner child, because they sort of reflect that in you too. And you might spark the inner child within them if they feel like they're more like slow and steady. Because I keep hearing the word pragmatic, like, you know, setting reasonable expectations while still seeing the glass as half full, but then preparing for when the glass empties itself. Feels like you got to have a backup plan. This feels like that type of energy. This feels like very much a turtle type of energy. This feels Capricornic. Like, whatever this twin flame is, whatever their signs are, whatever they identify as, they're very much in a more divine masculine state of building, slow and steady, methodical. And they've been slowly working towards, I guess, you and the higher realms spiritually, while, you know, doing that in the physical. They might not even have set intentions for a relationship, I'm hearing for some of you, but the fate will unite you, and they will have eyes for you, because you are exactly what they were looking for without even realizing it. And just love has a way of just really uniting people. And even your intentions can spark something within them. If you have a soul bond, or if your souls kind of share in some way, shape, or form, however you identify, as far as, you know, twin flames go, we all come from the same source, but on certain timelines and certain lifetimes and sort of soul missions that we align with, and however we ascend, we have new people who enter in to help us along the way. And if you've been looking for someone to share your life with, to build with, because some of you might not even want to like start a family or get married. Some of you, I'm seeing like someone just adopting a dog, like, or just ordering a wedding cake online and having a small like celebration or a toast to your union. Some of you just want to love because you want to love, and to just celebrate your life with someone else and someone new. And this feels like a very fresh new energy. This is very vibrant. I'm seeing a lot of technicolors. I'm seeing a lot of beautiful like rainbow colors. I'm curious. Hold on a second. So I even before I pulled the cards, I got images of like mushrooms and rainbows. So I'm curious if some of you take psychedelics, or if you're working on a spiritual journey together or separately, because some of you might be working on it apart and then coming together to work on it. And a few of you might identify as the more spiritual person or the more manifesting one, but I feel like this person is good at manifesting, because I'm hearing they're safe and methodical. They think things through. They see the big picture. They build things slowly. It's like, Spirit just told me, one of your angel guides actually just told me, this person is like the personification of Habitat for Humanity. And if you don't know what that is, Habitat for Humanity is, I guess, a nonprofit business, or not business, a nonprofit charity that builds helps build houses. I'm not entirely sure. I think in other countries or maybe for the homeless. But they basically provide housing for people in need. So this person is almost like this personification of this type of charity. They are safe. They are a builder. They want to build something with you. And there might be a little bit of almost butting heads and stubbornness at first because they want what's best for you and everyone around them. And that may rub you the wrong way, especially if you consider yourself also the type of person who wants to build and you have an idea of what the future looks like. I don't see this affecting you too in the long run because you do see eye to eye, even as you butt heads. I think that there's just a lot of passionate energy. I just heard Four Swords energy. You might need to just slow down at first when you meet this person, or even right now there might be a need to rest if this person is coming in or you feel like you're in alignment with them. I'm hearing chances are if you're receiving these messages, you are already in alignment with them. It's just a matter of time. So this is more so the energy that they're approaching this relationship as. And I want to see what messages this twin flame or divine counterpart or soulmate has for you. Okay, it reversed. Let go of your ego and let go and let God. Okay, so Spirit just said Four Swords. I picked up the Four of Hearts or the Four of Cups. Yeah, that's literally it. It's like let go of your ego, let go and let God. Let the divine work for you. Because that's the whole thing with being a manifestor. It's like, okay, so I am going to will this into existence and let existence bring it to me. That's kind of the ebb and flow of manifestation. Like whatever your personal method is, for example, with me, I literally script. I write everything down that I want, but I don't be like too like strict or specific. I give like the highlights of this is what I want, this is what I'm aiming for, these are my goals. And then I kind of tuck that away in like a pocket somewhere and just say, okay, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And then in the background, because I set that emotion, my energy is shifting, my mindset is shifting. Wounds are coming to the surface to heal. Past relationships flow in to give me one more go around to be like, are you sure you want to let go of this person? Something like that just happened recently. I was setting these almost, I was scripting basically like setting boundaries and letting go of different sort of people pleasing things within me. And energetically, I was kind of hitting this breakthrough very recently. And so someone out of nowhere, out of the blue, from my past, contacts me after I go through this deep healing transformation breakthrough moment of realization of how much I gave and how little I received. And it's that brick by boring brick energy of I was so loving and building this castle with these people and they just tore it down. And I was expecting someone to save me and no one came. And it was just a lot of these wounds that I had within me. So this person who was a contributor to the wounds out of nowhere sends me a text. And I'm like, my ego was so furious, but it didn't take over. I had to sit back for a second and say, hey, why is this person contacting me? And first of all, I knew the logical reason. I kind of have an idea. And it's like, okay, well, I understand this, but I had to let that energy flow through me. So I guess the point is that, yeah, you're going to be triggered sometimes. That the things you set in motion might not come right away or might not come in the way you plan, but the way you observe it to be is the way it needs to be, is what I'm hearing, if that makes sense. Once you set something in motion, the universe is going to do whatever to align you with it. And letting go of your ego is the first gateway into receiving that clarity of why did I have to go through that experience? Because you might actually be triggered before this union comes in to just release anything that might still be held up in your body or your psyche or your spiritual being. Because that's essentially what just happened to me like the other day. Is I was setting intentions to heal something. Someone came in, triggered a wound, and made me realize, oh, there's something I need to process. And at first I was angry. I was like so pissed. And then I realized, oh no, actually that's a good thing. And it's really hard to be in that mind space of trying to split your ego and your emotional intelligence. But it's entirely possible if you practice enough because there was that radical acceptance I had as I was having this weird kind of moment of, holy crap, why am I experiencing this pain? And then realizing that's actually a good thing. It means I'm ready to move on. It means it's clearing out. So this is kind of like I feel like one of the things that your twin flame wants to say to you is there might be things coming up to test your patience, because it's putting you in alignment with this person, with your manifestation. It is working in the background and healing things you didn't know needed to be healed. But sometimes you have to have someone from your past, or someone who's, mirroring someone from the future who might trigger you, come in and be like, hey, I'm going to poke at this wound and I need to see how hard you react to know how hard you need to heal. Because that's all emotional reaction is. It's just telling you that there's a wound that's unhealed. But psychologically, it's like they're poking a wound inside of you you can't even see. So there's nothing wrong with letting go of that energy, letting go of what's inside of you. Like literally, I had to cry last night up until midnight because something triggered me. And literally, I feel so much better because I did. I felt so much better. I'm like, there's something stuck inside of me. And I envisioned this core wound as like this almost like pit, this like, the pit of a nectarine or a peach, this stone fruit type of thing, where this was planted in me by someone who didn't know any better but didn't have my best interest at heart. How do I rid this from me? And I just imagined that core wound just breaking open and light shining out. What is this wound? How do I process it? How do I feel it through? And how do I let go of it so it no longer is in me? It's not seeding that disruption of my light. And that's what I see is going for you, is that if you have something that triggers you and you end up crying your eyes out, you are not falling back into an old pattern. You've just released something that no longer serves you. So this person can come in and make your dreams come true, honey. So that's a good thing. So let this be a sign if in the near future something comes up, someone from your past, someone like a situation arises and you feel triggered and you cry, that's a good thing. Remember this reading. That's a good thing. It means you are ready. You are being recalibrated. You are manifesting through your energy, through your work, and through your tears. This person is on the horizon because you are letting go of what no longer serves you. And I just want to say, that is so amazing for you, because that is one of the things that got me through my most recent breakthrough, was realizing this is triggering me because I'm ready to release this wound. And I was actually kind of excited while I was bawling my eyes out. And I just want to give that energy to you. Some MF person, some SOB comes into your life and reminds you of when they hurt you and you start crying. I want to say, you got this, baby. You got this. Let it go. You are worth more than that. You are worth more than that person who broke your heart, because you deserve this person who's going to build something with you. And that's a good sign. Get mad, cry, find a healthy way to get that emotion out of you. And some of you know how to do this, and you might know what this is coming in. Let this be confirmation. Through your tears, remember this. That is good for you. Let it go. Let it out, because this beautiful love energy is coming in. And they might not save you like a princess in a tower, but your heart is going to be so filled with love. It's like, that doesn't matter. You saved yourself. Like, you got this, baby. You got that. So that's kind of the piece of advice I have for you, and it's sort of a subtle warning of, if that does happen, that's actually good news. It's actually good, because that's the thing that I don't look forward to my healing. I actually get really annoyed when something triggers me, but in the middle of it, I realize, okay, excuse me, oh my gosh, after this, I can rest now. After this, I don't have to deal with that anymore. I don't have to face this wound anymore. I'm free. And so that's the beauty that's coming for you. So please remember this. You are free. Feel your feelings, let go, and move on from whatever this past pain was. Because if that was that sort of whole, someone tearing your castle down after building it up, like, y'all, you got this. Don't let them back in, but at least let them kind of trigger a wound in such a way where you can begin to heal. And always, as always, if you need help, ask for it. If you need therapy, please go talk it out with someone, because this type of work is not something you should do alone, and it's not easy to do alone. But to clear this energy, which I think you've done most of the work, so the universe won't necessarily do the work for you, but once you set something in motion, it finds a way to kind of putting you into situations that do actually have you do the inner work. And I think there's just one little thing that comes in. I'm hearing one tidbit, so it's going to be a little bit of a bump in the road and anxiety provoking, but let that be a sign for you and good news that you're letting go of someone so that this twin flame can come in, and that is so beautiful for you. So I want to get some descriptors actually. Um, Actually, I'm being told to tell about the type of energy that they're bringing to this relationship. So you're gonna. I'm just want to say first and foremost that whatever pain you've been through, I mean, as much as it was painful, you're gonna feel like a lot of joy. There's gonna be a lot of like happiness. For all the years of sadness, there's gonna be happiness. For all the years of despair, there's gonna be joy. That's what I'm hearing most. You're going to feel like a queen. You're going to feel like a kid again. You're going to feel this like joy and optimism. And I'm actually seeing a daisy. You're going to feel fresh as a daisy. Or maybe you have, or maybe you work with Freya. I think Freya, um, one of her flowers is a daisy, I believe. Also, I'm hearing you work with Archangel Michael, so he's going to be here with you, helping you through this transformation as well. Through your cup, upper, yeah, up. There's a lot of like, you're just going to really, really love this connection. I'm getting this. I'm still feeling this childlike energy. I'm hearing unlimited resources. Okay, so there's going to be an overflow, and I'm having a hard time pinning down this energy because I don't think I'm allowed to feel it right now. I think it's kind of. I think you have to see it to believe it. I don't know why I can't feel this. I can't feel this. There's a lot of love and joy, and I can kind of see that, but I don't feel it. I think you might be blocked from feeling this person for the time being while you are clearing a lot of like darker stagnant energy. So if someone new is coming into your life and bringing in this rekindling of joy on childlike energy, before you meet them, and if you are clearing out like an ex or like any blockages or stagnant energy, you might not feel like love is coming in or you're aligning with love. That is a very specific message for most of you. If you are clearing a lot of old energy, you might not feel a lot of love coming in. But in a way, this love is what reconnects you to that childlike energy. But I'm actually being told not to go there now. But what I can tell you is that there's a lot of emotional fulfillment and love, and they will treat you with the respect you deserve. And almost like I actually got this feeling. Okay, so I did get a rush of energy from this twin flame towards almost you and the people who hurt you. They're almost mad on behalf of you. They're mad on behalf of you towards the ones who hurt you. I got that flash of energy in my heart, like, how dare they hurt my queen? How dare they do that to you? How dare they treat you like that? So there is a lot of that, and there might be this catharsis, and you might not need to feel them coming in before they come in. You might know and get a lot of signs and synchronicities, which I'm sure you have been getting, and maybe even working with like flower magic or other deities that are more gentle and feminine energy. They're coming in and they're going to give you this peace of mind to know that you are safe and that you are cared for, and you are not just a princess in the castle or in a tower. You are a queen, and they treat you with that respect. Because I keep hearing like almost their higher self getting like so mad and livid at the people who were mean to you and treated you wrong. Like I literally heard their higher self say to me, "It's about damn time you get some respect around here." Like they are like very, very angry on your behalf. They love you so dearly. I just want to say that to you. And so I'm going to get actually some like features like hair color or any other like things you can recognize them by. Now this is general, so only take what resonates. So I'm going to be pulling some things to see if you can't energetically recognize them, which I feel like you will, because you're going to just know this is a dream come true. In a lot of ways, you're just going to know it's coming. but energetically, you're not quite there. I mean, you're aligning with them, but you might not feel that energy in your heart space. You might even give up on love entirely or not think it exists. And it's almost like they're coming in to spark that in you. And that's okay. Sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need a catalyst for change. And it's not that you don't know love exists or you don't think it exists. Like, clearly you do. You're manifesting them. It's just that energetic sort of reprieve between letting go of something and letting someone in. Let me see. So this person might wear glasses. They might actually like Harry Potter, since we had the glasses fall on the magician. Or Artemis Fowl. Oh, they might be an avid reader, actually. Okay, now I'm seeing like very clearly like gold wired frame glasses, like circular glasses. So that might be very specific for a few of you. I'm also here. They might like Pokemon, because one of their spirit guides said Honchkrow. So they might like Pokemon too. I got 2 songs very clearly back to back. I saw the music video for You Get What You Give. I'll link that in the description below. And then I heard the song, I'll Stop the World and Melt With You. So you might like that kind of music, or it's just the energy of the relationship. Okay, so spiritual, religious. This person either is spiritual or has the same religion as you, or has similar religious practices. Or they might just be interested in, this spirituality in general. Some of them actually might be waking up. Some of them, I'm hearing some of them might be starseeds like you. You might hear from their higher self clairaudiently. You might follow the same religious practices, because some of you might actually have a spiritual telepathic connection or share spirit guides, I'm hearing. They have either brown or black eyes. Take what resonates with you, because this might not be it, but we'll see. They might be from a different country or a different culture or a different side of the country, depending on where you live. I'm going to pick 2 more. Let me see. Okay, so there's going to be a height difference. They seem to be a little bit taller than you, or vice versa. Oh my goodness. Some of them might be a basketball player. Oh, that was very specific. Some of them might. I think quite a few of them are taller than you, regardless of gender. And they could also have blue eyes. Or that's very specific. Or what is it called? Heterochromia. They could have 1 black eye and 1 blue eye, or 1 brown eye and 1 blue eye. That would be very, very fun and beautiful. Like, ooh. Let me see. I'm being told not to do 1 more, so only take that as it resonates. Just for fun. They might actually either live or move close to you or be nearby when you meet, because it feels like this twin flame convergence thing of you come excuse me. Oh my goodness. You come from different places and you meet somewhere in the middle. I'm hearing across the aisle, so you might even start out having different I'm hearing different. You might actually have different spiritual beliefs. I thought it was political, but you might have spiritual beliefs that are slightly different. They're in the same like church, but they might be at different sides. Like, one of you might have a more conservative upbringing or conservative view, and the other might be just slightly more progressive. Like, this person is definitely new to you. It feels like someone who's different than maybe you might have dated in the past, and that's definitely very good, especially if you come from old relationships that were not really good. They're going to be attracted to you, let me just say, because the spirit just said something very scandalous. I'm not going to say it. They're going to be attracted to your physique, let me just say. They're going to be definitely they're definitely going to be attracted to you. There's certain features they do like about you that you might not necessarily like about yourself, but they're going to look at you and be, wowza, look at that girl, or boy, or whatever you identify as. They're going to be, wowza, look at that. Goodness gracious. I'm actually seeing some of them might actually have very like fair strawberry blonde hair too. And they might have like, I'm seeing actually like purple, like almost an ombre color. So that might be specific for a few of you. That was the very beautiful hair is what I'm also seeing too. You're definitely going to be attracted to them and they're going to be attracted to you. I think you're going to like their eyes most and they're going to be attracted to you physically, but it definitely is a connection I'm hearing made in heaven. And I think either one of you or two of you might have even cast a love spell, depending on, what method of manifestation or communication you use. But it does also feel like there's a lot of twin flame telepathy going on. There's a lot of high energy behind this too. I noticed that I'm a little bit high energy and slightly more tense, so there might be some nervousness before you meet each other, before they meet you. That might be a little shy, but they really do genuinely love you. They might put you on a pedestal a little bit, but that might actually be good for you after being knocked off it so many times. But remember to set reasonable expectations. Remember to be true to you above all else. So I think this person also, there's a lot of flower imagery around them too. Like I've been noticing that a lot more in my readings. So if you're the type of person who works with flowers or flower magic or the fae, they might have a spiritual connection to you and your spirit guides, and be connected to fairies. Because we started out with like, okay, they're Link. Okay, well, they're Link or Zelda from Legend of Zelda. That would make more sense. Okay, so they're definitely connected to the fae and fairies. Like they might not have Navi floating around them, or they might not. Well, we're not going to get into Minna. They might not have a fairy floating around them, but it's almost going to feel like they do. There's going to be this magical, whimsical aspect about them, as much as they are very true to you and very grounded and methodical. It's almost like person is like, I'm trying to pull from the world of Harry Potter, but I guess I could say that they're the more practical wizard. They're Ravenclaw, basically. And you might be more Hufflepuff or Gryffindor. I hate to say that. And I know I'm also hearing Slytherin. So however you feel about Harry Potter, maybe it is dear to you. They're definitely slow, methodical, and practical. They might even, because they have the whole Habitat for Humanity persona, they might be more Hufflepuff. They might be... Oh my God, what was the older brother that worked with dragons? Bill Weasley? I don't remember. They might be a Weasley. They might be a strawberry blonde person with lavender ombre hair and wire rimmed glasses who works in this realm of magic in the Fae and have all this mystery around them, and they're just grounded and studious and like basically kind of like Hermione, I guess you could say. So this is a practical sort of wizard, and you might be a more whimsical side of things, of throw caution to the wind. I'm just going to go out there and see what happens. Just see the world for what it is. So that might be the type of dynamics, but there's still a lot of magic here. That's all I can say. There's magic, there's spell casting, there's elements, there's fairies. It's just the two sides of the same coin. So that's what I have for you today. Like this divine counterpart, the spiritual energy, it's very beautiful, and you're going to love this. So I hope this has helped you, and let me know if any of this turns out to be true. I'd love to hear this love story. This sounds so very beautiful. Thank you so much for tuning in again today, and I hope to see you again in another video. And good luck out there, lovebirds. You deserve it.